we have some stuff to talk about today because a lot of shit has happened over the weekends. TikTok is banned. Genshin Impact is getting fined $20 million. Um, what else have we seen? The game devs have avowed going crazy or so. What other shit? What other shit has been going on or so? I don't know. There's been so much fucking shit. There's been so much shit or so that's been happening over the weekends. It's kind of crazy in my personal opinion, but that's why we're here to talk about it. First thing is what we're gonna talk about. First thing off the bat, it's Genshin Impact. We have fucking Genshin Impact is getting sued. I have no idea why SSSniperWolf is on the thumbnail, but yeah, sure. Let's take a look at it. Right? Why not? Right?
Hello, guys and gals. Me, Mudahar, and Genshin Impact's getting hit with the old FTC lawsuit. Now, I've made several videos on my channel, since the beginning, right? Since like the hello, guys and gals. Me, Mudahar. Welcome back to the Haunted Gaming days. I've talked about loot boxes in video games, especially when game companies do things that are really deceptive, especially when children...
That's what I heard about. I heard about that, like, they're fining Genshin Impact for loot boxes. I'm like, wait, Genshin Impact has loot boxes? I didn't even know it had loot boxes. Unless you're talking about the gacha system, then yeah, I can kind of see why.
...are involved. And I have always looked at loot boxes, all of these, like, surprise mechanics, as EA would call it, as
surprise
mechanics.
gambling,
okay? I think it can be pretty dangerous. But, for anybody that doesn't know, Genshin Impact's game developer is apparently banned from selling loot boxes to teens under 16 without...
Interesting. The makers of the video game Genshin Impact has agreed to pay $20 million and to block children from under 16 from making in-game purchases without parental consent to settled Federal Trade Commission allegations. The company violated the children's privacy law and deceived children and their I think that's what it said. I think that's a misspell of their users about the real cost of in-game transactions and odds of obtaining rare prizes. But like, isn't it like every single like 10 pull you get like a 4-star guaranteed? Doesn't it say that? I don't know. I don't fucking know, to be honest. It's been a hot minute since I looked at Genshin Impact's like their whole fucking their rates are so on like receiving a character or a weapon or something from the banner itself. Interesting. So, but like shouldn't they be going after like all the other gacha games that are doing the same thing as well? I'm like, Genshin Impact isn't the only one. I have noticed because like they banned TikTok because it's from China, and a bunch of Chinese, bunch of shenanigans about the Chinese and information and blah 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 blah. I'm wondering if it's the same thing as well for this one. So okay, so if they're going after Chinese companies, right? You have Snowbreak, you have Girls Frontline, you have Honkai Star Rail, you have Zenless Zone Zero. Cool. What other specific game? You got Tower of Fantasy as well, which is 5. What is that? 5 Chinese games so far. You have what? I don't know. I think they're going after Tencent. I don't know, man. They're going to me, they're going after Genshin Impact. So after this, they will ban TikTok in all gacha games. Damn, dude, that'd be crazy if they ban all gacha games.
Without parental consent. Wow.
And Marvel Rivals because it's funny. Dude, if they ban Marvel Rivals, man, dude, fucking shit will go off the wazoo or so with that.
Seems like that should be the case for every game. But of course, then I read, pay a $20 million fine. Now you might be like, whoa, that's a lot of money, Muda. Let me remind you, Genshin Impact is on track to hit $10 billion globally in 2025, okay? So that's kind of like, going up to, that's like going up to like just imagine for a second, okay? You're speeding down on the high
It's like basically 20 bucks or so out of like what, $5,000 basically.
way, right? You're 200 kilometers an hour in your car. A cop pulls you over and says, "Whoa, pal, you can't be speeding like that, or else I'm gonna have to write you up this ticket." The ticket's like $35. Now it's
This one's for going after kids or so. For informations for kids under the out of a certain age, and something about like apparently they're not showing the right percentage or so for for the polls and stuff like that. What other specific thing they're going after for it? I don't really remember, to be honest.
is that a good?
I looked into it
Now,
just a little bit,
that
not a
is
whole
kind
lot
of the
though.
rough equivalent I'm doing over here, okay? For a game that's making $10 billion annually, getting hit with this dastardly lawsuit and paying a $20 million fine is literally added in to like the bottom rung of their accounting for like legal stuff. Okay, this is like this is like smaller than an accounting error for the company involved with Genshin.
What, the CCP wants my information? Bruh. Yeah, there's nothing to look at if they want my information.
Impact. But it's important for me.
Well, they want to learn all of my Waluigi folders, huh? My NSFW Waluigi folder right there. They can know about that if they want to.
Talk about, because for once the government has actually jumped in and they're talking about loot boxes marketed to children. Because let's be honest,
but you have fucking other games that have that specific mechanics in their goddamn gacha games, so it's just like it doesn't make a difference or so.
any game with loot box mechanics is effectively like walking into like a slot machine. I remember a while back watching like an NBA, like footage of an NBA.
Yeah, this
game
is from
back in the
EA.
PS4, and literally it looked like an actual casino, like a fucking straight up Las Vegas casino you walk into. And I was like, where's the actual basketball game in amongst all of the slot machines, the gambling parlors, so on and so forth? It's actual insanity. So
I remember.
idea,
I actually do remember
Genshin
this
Impact
trailer.
has agreed
This was
to
an
pay $20 million
insane
and
fucking
block
trailer.
Children under 16 for making in-game purchases without, of course, a parental consent involved. Where again, the FTC alleges that they actually violated the children's privacy law. So things like COPPA, where again, when you're under the age of 13, the government takes your actual privacy pretty seriously. So there's an actual lawsuit, and you can read it.
What the fuck do they want a 13-year-old's information? What's the point of what's the point of having a 13-year-old information? I can never understand this. I'm like, yes, little Timmy, we found out that his birthday is on July 16th, born the year 2012. His favorite color is blue. He likes monster trucks. Little Timmy likes hot anime MILFs. Okay, all right, we got all the information we need. I guess. I don't know, shit. I don't fucking know. I was like, what's the point of having information of a 13-year-old? This is so weird. I don't know. It's just people from us. We don't even see that being useful whatsoever, to be honest.
Well, too, I've read this. And in this, the actual case involved Genshin Impact being, again, a game very popular amongst children and teenagers. I talked about it on my channel. Some children and teenagers have spent hundreds or thousands of dollars to obtain select...
Who the fuck? What kind of child? A 13-year-old child has thousands of dollars to spend on Genshin Impact. Who the fuck? Whose children is this? Who are they letting them let their parents' credit cards slide on that shit? I know I heard like stories from the Eastern Asian country where they spend like thousands of dollars in Genshin Impact, but I have not heard any fucking child from America spending this much money, to be honest. I've never seen it. I've never seen any child spending thousands of dollars on Genshin Impact. I have not seen that whatsoever. I don't know. I've seen like the Eastern Asian side where they spend like thousands of dollars. But I'm like, what kind of 13-year-old has this kind of money? I was like, what the fuck? You know what I was doing? You know what I was doing when I was 13 years old? Actually, I don't even remember, to be honest. That was so many years ago. To be honest, like millennia ago, so I hardly remember.
Chance-based prizes in the game to their parents' surprise. So literally kids would download this game on their phone, on their PlayStations, PCs, whatever, play it, spend some money, and then the parents would look at the bill at the end of the month and be like...
So the government is going after US companies too. Recently they caught GM selling their data. Who the fuck is GM? I don't know what that is. To auto insurance, which is a result raising your insurance prices without customers aware of the agreement before sale of their vehicles.
Holy shit! What are you playing there, son? Are you actually playing the slots, or are you playing your little cute anime game?
I remember when like so many years ago that data like your own personal information data was not a huge thing. And now now we're living in like some kind of, well, you guys are living in some weird dystopian world where like your personal data is like everything apparently, which is so weird.
Game. And to give Genshin Impact a lot of credit here, I think Genshin Impact, from what I've played, does more to actually detail how bad the odds can be in your favor, as well as providing the pity system, compared to like American like loot box filled shooters and like sports games.
Well, you have a soft pity. You have a soft pity in Genshin Impact, and then you have a hard pity in Genshin Impact. It's already been proven that like once you reach after 75, the odds of you getting a character is increased up to like, what is it, 85 or 86 or something like that. I don't really remember the math, or so it's been like so many years. And then after that you have the hard pity if you don't get the character, and then yeah, that's about it. So I think I've only had that happen to me like I think 2 times where I had to go to hard pity on Genshin Impact. Only 2 times, but I usually get all my characters at like soft pity, and that's pretty much relatively it.
I think Genshin does a far better job relaying it, okay? I think fucking casinos in Las Vegas, I think casinos in the back room of an Italian mob front do a better job detailing your actual chances of success than, again, the average FIFA, the average NBA game, the average like, American shooter loot box.
He's not wrong. He's definitely not wrong with this one, to be honest. Because like, if you compare Genshin Impact's like their gacha, mechanic or so compared to like, compared to fucking EA's freaking loot box crate shit, at least you have better odds of actually getting something in Genshin Impact compared to those from EA.
Extravaganza. But so what they kind of talk about with Genshin Impact is it pretty much is a game that appeals to children. One of the big assessments over here was the COPPA, so Children Online Privacy Protection Act. And what they basically alleged over here was that Genshin Impact was apparently collecting information on children without parents' consent, which is a very big no-no.
Yeah.
So to play Genshin Impact using a personal computer or mobile device, you got to create a HoYoverse account.
Yeah, but it's so weird though. It's like, why would you want to collect little Timmy's fucking information though? What's the point? What's the point of collecting little Timmy's information? Can someone explain this to me? What's the point? Probably someone in the comments section would probably explain this to me. I don't know. I'm from someone that's not from your guys' planet, okay? I don't fucking have no idea, okay? For us people in the void, literally that information provides us nothing to us, straight up. Like learning about little Timmy's favorite blue monster truck, or his favorite color or something, or his favorite number, it's kind of like, yeah, this is kind of pretty fucking useless, so...
Players are required to provide an email address to create the account, and once the player's account has been created, HoYoverse then solicits players to enter a mobile phone number and to create a username. HoYoverse assigns each account a unique user ID, which functions as online contact information.
I still don't get it. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. I still don't get how you make money out of that, so...
Players can use these IDs to exchange.
It makes zero sense to me.
Receive chat messages, so something that you would expect to be anything related to any kind of an online game. Okay, you do this for pretty much any game. Call of Duty, you do this. Grand Theft Auto. Genshin Impact is not unique in this. HoYoverse purports to require players to acknowledge they have read and agreed to terms of services and a privacy policy when creating the account. Unlike many popular online games, Genshin Impact does not screen players' ages by the way of an age gate or require them to enter a birth year. And I'm kind of questioning this a little bit too. To be fair, I'm not the biggest expert to ask.
Don't they have like a thing to put your birthday in the on the menu or so? Like there's a thing for you to put your birthday or so. Hey, Inu.
I made my account for Genshin Impact. I believe I did it through my PlayStation ID and then later on my Apple ID. And I think I made a Hoyoverse account like well after the fact, probably when Honkai Star Rail came out. And usually at that point, you're just like linking accounts. So I believe they understood the age of me through my Apple account, through my PlayStation account. But yeah, if this is entirely true, you should be age gating. And if you are collecting information from children underneath the age of 13, that is a severe no-no in the United States. And it should be a no-no anywhere in the world. So they go over like how Genshin Impact is appealing to like children. So they show like Paimon.
I don't know about liking Paimon. Usually about like the 80 or 90% of the community, they just want to murder Paimon. Because the amount of yapping she does, to be honest. I don't know, man. Maybe that's just me, man. I don't know, man. I feel like the Genshin community just doesn't like Paimon personally.
The actual mascot, like clearly this is the art style is intended towards children, not so much people my age, even though people my age definitely do play video games like this. And they are some of the worst degenerate gamblers when it comes to gacha games. But you can just go to the App Store according to their own like case against Genshin Impact, and you can see that yes, they are appealing to the ages of 12 plus. So when you have anybody intermixed between under 18 and even in this case 12 directly, then you are collecting information from children that probably shouldn't have their information collected from, or should have actual parental controls or parental like requirements to make those accounts. So then they start showing more ads like
the Q4 search engine ad featuring, oh my god, they're bringing in fucking Klee, Chi-Chi, and Diona for this. Oh my lord. Why do I feel like this is such a weak stance? I don't know. Maybe because I'm from the Void or so. We think differently. We think a lot more logical or so. When I see this person, if the court actually, like, if the rule of the court from the world of the Void sees this, we probably would laugh at it so hard. I finished the game. I don't get why Asmon was struggling. Probably most easiest Dark Souls game ever. Yeah, man, it is easy, bro. Like Berserker Kazan is such an easy thing.
Like, these are the kind of ads you see about Genshin Impact. And I can probably assume this is taken off of like YouTube, where they're using like these child-looking like heroes. So yeah, there's no cause for saying, oh, this is really an M-rated game, or we're really appealing to people
it's the Void.
You know, adult years. No, this definitely.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but overall, yeah, Sage, that's pretty much it. You say my country is the Void? Apparently that's what Addictive is saying, apparently. Yeah, apparently Genshin Impact is getting charged, Sage. Genshin Impact is getting charged $20 million.
Is a game intended towards children, right? They even dug up videos from like YouTubers. Again.
Holy shit, dude. Dude, actually seeing this is just so funny to see this, to be honest. Like straight up, I don't know, the Void can just laugh at this, to be honest.
As like this one account, it's funny playing hide and seek in Genshin Impact, and again, they literally like Genshin Impact
V-Bucks edition.
Children, right? Hoyoverse has encouraged these influencers to engage in child-oriented activities within Genshin Impact, such as hide and seek.
They do know that the hide and seek gameplay is a limited time event, right? I hope they know that, right? You know it's not a permanent game mode, right? I hope they know this. They probably don't, because they don't play the game or know anything about it. They're just kind of like looking at everything at kind of like face value, but I don't know. That's just me though.
To be honest with you, imagine if the FTC decided to jump down and say, what about games like, they even mentioned it, Minecraft and Roblox. But I mean, I'm looking at this and I think, damn, what about like Call of Duty with shit like prop hunt, hide and seek? What about that? I mean, I guess Call of Duty is clearly a game for adults because it does focus on adult themes. It does have violence all.
Not the skins that are in the game, you know, but I'm just saying.
The way thrown about it, and it's not cartoony like this.
I don't think he has seen the new skins for Call of Duty. I'm just saying, you know.
But yeah, when I see that, it just makes me kind of laugh because, you know, this lawsuit was drafted up by people who clearly do not just play video games.
Exactly. Dude, like, just looking at this, it's just kind of funny to see this, to be honest.
Something they saw a screenshot of and they were like, oh yeah, hide and seek in a video game? Get the fuck out of here. So in many cases, Hoyoverse has become aware that HoYoLab users are children, right? So HoYoLab is this one thing within Genshin they have. Some users have stated or indicated in communications reviewed by Hoyoverse that they were under 13 years. So for example, in social media postings on HoYoLab or in posted photographs, videos, or audio files containing a child's image or voice from which it was apparent that the user was a child. Again, I almost wonder like who was doing compliance over
Thank you for the follow. Welcome.
Genshin for this to even be a case that the FTC could use against Genshin, right? Like this.
Man, these are so weak. I'm not gonna lie. Holy shit, dude. Ah, God, Lord. Jesus Christ.
Insane, since it apparently seems to have happened. So
I feels like they just quickly got all of this information and just like melded it all together like really fast. Like it just doesn't feel like it's very like sit down, like cohesive and everything. Hey, Gamma.
Of loot boxes, okay? So
yeah, here we go. The gacha mechanic. It's basically the gacha mechanic. Like literally every single mobile game has the gacha mechanic. So this makes no sense.
Requires consumers to engage in a complicated and confusing series of in-game transactions.
Who the fuck thinks this is confusing? What the hell? Okay, all right. I guess so. I guess I don't know. Shit. I guess if you're looking at this as a young kid, I guess it can be confusing. Question mark. I don't know.
To open loot boxes involving multiple types of in-game virtual currency with
multiple in-game virtual currency. You have, what is it? You have Genesis crystals, which those convert into Primo gems. And then Primo gems, you can convert them into either the limited wish or the standard wish. That's it. That's pretty much, that's basically it.
Different exchange rates. So before we go into it, I kind of want to talk about requiring a consumer. Like if you're playing a game free to play, like a gacha game, you're never really required to engage in the loot box stuff.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, it's just like you don't have to fucking look at the gacha system, like straight up. Like bro, I have Zelda Zone Zero, and then from time to time I play it, right? From time to time I like log in to do the dailies from time to time, but I haven't pulled on that fucking game in like since the beginning of the launch. So yeah.
You know, gacha games, there was one gacha game that I played on my phone, which is not Genshin Impact, but I think it was I believe it's just Shin Megami Tensei. Like it was a free to play game on my phone.
I know which one he's talking about, but you want to know which game I played the most or so? Like even then, like I played, like I used the gacha system in there. But like it was just I was a free to play player. It was Valkyrie Crusade and another specific mobile game that died a long time ago, but it went by a different name. But unfortunately that specific name, unfortunately that version of the game was not that great. What's this called? It was, yeah, it was this one. This was the game that I played back in those ye old times, chat. This was it right here.
iGames View, best gameplay videos and trailers for
Ayakashi Ghost Guild. Man, dude, this is the shit that I played. I remember this shit, bro. That shit was fun. I remember this shit. This is like straight up, this is straight up old school. But yeah, that was pretty much about it though. You know, it's like this is like the whole gacha system has been there since like the dawn of fucking mobile games, you know, like honestly.
Which could be considered a gacha because they're usually like, you know, pulling for like, you know, characters like in a slot machine mechanic. But is it a requirement? I believe
No.
if most, if not all of Genshin Impact content, and I guess this goes for Hoyoverse. Again, I'm not an active player of these games, but from what I have played, and it is a consistent amount, you can do most of the content in these games without actually jumping down, paying for a lot of these loot boxes.
And even then, like, they like, yeah, they don't give that many rewards, right? But like at the end of the day, there is a lot of like primo gems for you to earn to pull on the gacha system for free. You just have to play the game. That's about it, you know? Like on it, you can earn everything that you want to get or so just by playing the game itself. Like you don't have to spend money on it. So,
or these character pulls. That being said, though, you are highly.
Oh yeah, but I'm still like, I don't really care. I still watch whatever that interests me at the end of the day. So
incentivized to go after those, you know, crazy 5, 10-star characters. So again, when you go into the multiple different exchange rates, this is when they talk about things like dark patterns. So like a typical like free-to-play game, like if you're playing Grand Theft Auto Online, you can go online and purchase a shark card for like, you know, somewhere between $4.99 all the way up to like $100, and they all come with their varying amounts of GTA Online currency.
Yeah.
That currency is then, you know, used to purchase in-game cars, you know, in-game like houses, so on and so forth.
Well, that's why I'm here to listen. Like I don't care if you guys hate Mudahar, you know. I'm like, I don't hate the dude. I disagree with the things he has said, but I could care less, you know. I'm my own person at the end of the day. I listen to everybody, so it doesn't really matter for me, so
forth. And it's pretty apparent, but in Genshin Impact's case,
that's why I fill in the gaps of the stuff that he doesn't know. So that's why I'm here. I've played Genshin since fucking beta, okay? I played this shit since beta.
Governmental edges is wild. So consumers must exchange a different virtual currency called Primogems to acquire wish tokens at an exchange rate of.
Are the wish tokens? Are they talking about the what was it? What are they called again? What are the wishes called again in fucking Genshin Impact? I forgot what they're called. And I just call it limited pulls and standard pulls. Do they have a specific name for them? I don't even remember, to be honest. I don't even know if they have a name to it, but you guys know exactly what I mean, though.
Of 160 Primogems for 1 wish token.
Yeah, of course.
That I know very well.
Yeah.
Players acquire wish tokens in this way through a virtual storefront called Paimon's Bargains.
Or you could just get it through playing the game. I'm just saying, you know.
Named for the childlike Paimon, consumers can gradually accumulate Primogems through gameplay or by completing certain specified objectives inside or outside the game, such as.
Yeah, I guess you can, but nobody likes to do it though, because because you have to log in. You have to log in into the Hoyo lab thing in order for you to get the stuff, the login thing. But it's not even that good though, compared to just play the game. You know, I'm just saying. I just don't understand why they just don't put it in the game. A login reward system. Why does every other gacha game has it, but fucking Genshin Impact still doesn't have it, you know? I'm just saying.
To play or watching influencers associated with Hoyoverse. Hoyoverse provides Genshin Impact players with limited amounts of free tokens and Primogem exchangeable for wish tokens. This introduces players
it's like 5 every single month
to the experience of opening loot boxes in the game, and provides an incentive to continue to play the game regularly.
Excuse me, it's not loot boxes, it's called gacha mechanics. Because they got your money.
However, players can easily spend all of their free tokens and Primogems they have accumulated over the course of many hours without successfully acquiring a single 5-star prize.
Bullshit. That's bullshit. Nope. You get a 5-star character when you reach the soft pity or the hard pity on the fucking character banner. Okay, this has been talked about since the beginning of the game. Okay, after 75 wishes, the odds of you getting a 5-star increases until like 86 or something like that, and then after that it goes back to normal, and then you have the hard pity afterwards. That's how it works in this game. Yes, you can get a 5-star early, but the odds of those are pretty small, you know? You're mostly getting more 4 stars than 5 stars. But that's how it's always been for gacha games in general. So
while there are pity systems, remember Genshin, the reason they're making 10 billion or on track to make 10 billion in 2025, or the company, is because these games highly incentivize you to actually put in your money. So yes, you do get
you don't really have to be honest. I'm just saying, bro.
access to the free gambling stuff.
Take care,
But like
love.
any
Be
free-to-play
safe.
game,
Be
when they
safe,
give you free
hon.
polls,
Thank you for coming
it's
by
like
as
your
always. Very much
local
appreciated.
neighborhood
So
crack addict giving you just a little taste, okay? Like you have a little bit of a high, you're like, oh, I'm enjoying it. Ooh, I got a 4-star, but can I get that 5-star? And then of course, when he stops giving you the crack, you then are like, all right.
I think at that point you have an addiction problem if you're like keep pulling or so, you know? I'm just saying. That just sounds like a person who has a very addictive personality.
Government just sent me a check. Can you can you cash this all in, please? And then of course, you know, you throw in more money, more money, more money, more money, and then more money, and it becomes a pretty scary situation. Some people can go way overboard trying to get these 5-star prizes. And it's not just Genshin, it's other, again, it's again, multiple different free-to-play games.
Yeah.
Like, you know, cash shops.
The only Canadian I trust now is Halo's speedrunners. I wonder how long that's going to last.
Microtransaction shops,
What?
loot boxes, and it's not even just free-to-play games. Tons of paid games nowadays have loot boxes themselves. Loot boxes are just like an inherent part of the gaming industry, and as much as I hate them, unfortunately, people spend big bucks, and that's why they're around. So
Yeah, it's usually the influencers that like spend lots of money, like for example, Tectone, Asmongold, what other Secapoco, frickin' Fob. I'm trying to think of gacha creators off the top of my head. Mogu, or not Mogu, Moga, Dish. I think Dish is one of them. I think Atsu as well. I'm trying to like name gacha creators off the top of my head or so, or just creators in general. Like basically like the big streamers or so. Like they spend money on gacha games, you know. Like, oh, Shy Lily. I know Shy Lily. I hear Shy Lily spends money or so on gacha games. I know that for a fact. So, yeah. Dash. Yeah. Oh yeah. Wait. Does Mtash? Oh yeah. At the beginning he did. I do remember that at the beginning he did, but then he got miserable or so for spending money because he was so overpowered. You know. So yeah. Didn't he spend like on Honkai Star Rail, I think, if I remember correctly, when that came out? Mtash was Destiny 2, and then he went to Gacha, traded one grind for another. Yeah, he did, but he traded for the wrong type of grind. That's the problem.
what they said was to reliably acquire 5-star prizes, you got to spend real money, obviously, often in large sums to open loot boxes. You cannot purchase 5-star prizes with real money directly. Instead, they
You know what's the funniest thing about it? You want to know the funniest thing about it? Recently, one of my gacha games specifically, they started selling like 5-star characters in like boxes or so. So like one of the gacha games that I play, or so I still play it from now, right? Because it's the only gacha game that I enjoy playing on my phone from time to time, right? Because I don't like playing Genshin Impact, I don't like playing PGR, I don't like playing Honkai Star Rail, I don't like playing Zenless Zone Zero, I don't like playing Withering Waves, I don't like playing fucking Girls Frontline on my fucking phone, because number one, my phone is old. That's number one, okay? I need to get me a new phone. Number two, it just kind of like sucks up my battery life and takes a lot of space. Because these gacha games are so fucking massive in storage size. Looking at you, Genshin Impact. And personally, like the one gacha game that I still play or so doesn't take that much storage, so I still play it. and they started recently like putting like limited, like specific overpowered limited heroes in boxes where you pay money and you get the hero. And I'm like, what the fuck? They don't even put it on a banner anymore. So they just started putting them on they just started putting them in like kind of like, I guess you could say it's kind of a bit of a loot box, but you're guaranteed like these 5 specific heroes. It's random, but you are guaranteed these 5 specific heroes from this box. And they're not any type of like, they're not like some shitty ass fucking units. No, these are like super fucking overpowered 5-star units. And I'm just like, what the fuck? What is happening to this game? So for some reason, they started adding that in the game itself, which is crazy.
You must buy a virtual currency, Genesis crystals, and can only be acquired by spending real money. Hoyoverse then prompts the players to exchange Genesis crystals for Primogems, and Primogems for wish tokens, and finally to spend the wish tokens to open more loot boxes. So the thing is, what they're alleging is it's a dark pattern. You spend money, and then you're converting it and converting it and converting it. So
yeah, but fucking PGR has the same shit too. Fucking Withering Waves has the same shit too. And they have 3 different types of currencies, okay? Withering Waves has 3. They have the standard pulls, they have the weapon pulls, and they have the limited character pulls, okay? You're talking about the dark path. Look at Withering Waves, okay? All right? I'm just saying, bro. I'm like, that fucking game has way more fucking paths that you have to take for your fucking money in order for you to get a certain character, you know? I'm just saying. I'm not pointing fingers, but I'm just saying. And then there's also PGR, which you spend money to get rainbow cards, and then you spend the rainbow cards to get black cards for you to be able to spend on the fucking on the weapon, on not the weapon, but the character banner. They have like limited tickets, which are orange tickets for limited banners. And then you have blue tickets for the standard banner. But then you also have blue weapon tickets for the blue standard weapon banner. And then you have, on top of that, then you have the, I think it's like, what is it? The red tickets for a selected 5-star weapon in PGR. And then they have another banner, which is the green tickets, which gives you a support unit. So I'm just like, what are we talking about here? How, like, to be honest, compared to Hoyoverse's conversion from fucking money to Genesis crystals to Primogems, and then Primogems to fucking either the limited banner or the standard banner pulls, I'm like, looking at PGR and Withering Waves are probably more obscure with their shenanigans compared to Hoyoverse. I'm just saying, okay? Look, as much as I like PGR and freaking Withering Waves, their shit is so annoyingly convoluted. It's fucking annoying. I'm just saying, man. That's it, you know.
kind of obfuscates to the general player base how much money you're actually spending. And I feel like most people, if they actually looked at their bank statement, like at the end of each month, and saw how much money they were putting into some of these video games, it might actually be an eye-opener.
Like, how do you like not understand how much money you're spending, you know? And I'm curious how EA does it. I have not seen a single EA gacha game, but yeah, we should find them 20 million. I don't know how EA does it, you know? I'd be curious on that too. Dude, like, how do you like not absorb your like money, you know? Do you not check your fucking bank account? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, I check my shit, you know. I always make sure to understand how much money I spend or so on my gacha games, you know? Cause like I don't spend money on every single gacha game, because I went from Genshin Impact, right? I spent like $25, which $20 for the battle pass and then $5 for the login, right? And then when Honkai Star Rail came out, I used it then I transferred over from Genshin to Honkai Star Rail, and then from Honkai Star Rail to Withering Waves. And then I started doing PGR in after Honkai Star Rail. And then I never even bothered with Zelda Zone Zero because I never thought, because I personally I don't really see it fun for me. So and that's pretty much about it. So
all of these conversion tactics have been literally crafted by people who are paid big bucks to figure out the psychology of how to extract money, not just from a whale, but now from the average person. If you don't know how much money,
if you're an average person who is barely passing along in life and you are spending money in gacha games and you know for a fact you need it for food or something else, you deserve to lose, in my personal opinion. Because that just means you're just bad with money. 100%. That's it. You get no sympathy from me. I'm sorry. If you are spending your money on gacha games and you're just an average person that's barely living by, and you think a 2D PNG waifu is more important than you having food on the table, that sounds like a skill issue to me, in my personal opinion. I'm just saying.
money you're really spending on something, you know, drips and drabs here, you may not really pay attention to. But once you really actually, and that's why I say, once you look at your bank statement, right, where the money is actually coming out of, it might blow your mind with how much you're actually spending on loot boxes in video games. You may actually have a gambling problem that video games are taking a serious advantage of.
I don't even have a gambling problem whatsoever, to be honest. Because you want to know something? There's a gacha game that gives me like free pulls every single day, to be honest. I get my satisfying pulls from there, to be honest. Like even in some other gacha games, I don't even spend any of my freaking like my stuff or so. In the one gacha game that I told you guys about that's on my phone or so, I have not spent any of my like diamonds because that's the currency that they use, and I have about like 13k diamonds.
You know, there's a
Yes, for Hutao GF. Shut the fuck up, I swear to God.
lot of regulations in the casino industry. And
if you're rich, if you are rich and you have money to spend and burn, then do the fuck whatever you want to do at the end of the day. It's none of my problems. Right now, I'm fucking struggling, so I'm not spending that much money on fucking gacha games. But if I make like a shit ton of money, yeah, I would go for a C6 R5 weapon any day of the fucking week, because why the hell not, you know? Shit.
those regulations could be very helpful for, again, games that actually have slot machines and gambling mechanics in them. But because these are video games, you know, the government doesn't take them the same way, even though I feel the psychology being tapped into is not far off from something you'd find in Vegas or Macau. So if a player attempts to open a loot box but does not have enough wish tokens, the game prompts the player to exchange primogems for wish tokens. If the player has fewer than 160, the amount needed to exchange for a single wish token, the game then prompts you to top up, or just keep spending more money. And sometimes you might notice that as you're buying packages, sometimes they'll conveniently price something at like, let's say 100 gems, but they'll only have a package for like 150 or like 50 gems. So you have to inadvertently
I might turn off redeems during React stuff, to be honest.
spend more money than you really should to get that.
Kind of gets in the way.
Right? You have to buy 50 more points than you really need. So it becomes this weird situation. It's not just Genshin that does that. It's obviously every other game.
Yeah, it's every
Siege
game.
with, like,
yeah.
elite skins. You have to buy a slightly more expensive pack than what the skin is worth just to actually buy that skin.
No,
It's
that's
insane.
interesting.
So even SSSniperWolf.
What? Wait, for example, in or about May 2021, Hoyover's paid popular influencer Aaliyah Shellish, known as SSSniperWolf, more than $100,000 to record 2 short videos promoting Genshin Impact. SSSniperWolf has tens of millions of subscribers on YouTube, and it is 2-time winner of Wait, what the? She's a 2 times winner in Nickelodeon Kids Choice Awards? In the favorite gamer category? Wait, what? Hold up a second. Wait whoa. Wait a fucking second. Are you telling me that this woman got fucking 2-time winner in the Nickelodeon Kids Choice Awards in the favorite gamer category? Can someone fucking explain this to me? How? How is that even possible? What the fuck, dude? That makes no Dude, that actually makes no fucking sense. What the fuck, dude? Straight up, that literally straight up makes no fucking sense, dude. Hoyoverse provided SSSniperWolf with a written instruction directing her to open loot boxes for a chance to obtain characters featured on the event banner, and to convey that pulling for new characters, i.e. opening loot boxes for... Oh my fucking god, dude, this is so dumb. Because we love her gaming skills.
Jumps into this. She's also a part of a lawsuit, surprisingly. Hoyoverse paid influencer SniperWolf more than 100.
Dude, I was not expecting to hear SSSniperWolf to be a part of this whatsoever.
$1,000 to record 2 videos promoted. Bro, 6 racks to.
Damn, Genshin Impact, you paying people that much money for your game? Shit, man. Shit, man. Whose dick do I have to suck in order for me to get paid 6 figures? Fuck, man.
Hoyoverse provided SSSniperWolf with written instructions directing her to open loot boxes for the chance to obtain characters featured on the event banner, and to convey that pulling for new characters is exciting and fun. Remember, SSSniperWolf's audience is literally younger than—
This was during Zhongli's fucking banner? I don't fucking remember this shit, dude. I don't fucking remember seeing an SSSniperWolf short video on fucking Zhongli's fucking featured event banner, dude. That's fucking insane, to be honest. In May of 2021, the SniperWolf promotional video was released. Hold up. I gotta see this shit. I gotta see this shit. Can I see this shit? Oh my god, it's here. Let me see. Hold up. Which one is it? Let me see.
Today we're gonna be checking out some dumb people.
I don't think it's this one, to be honest. Oh, she's actually playing the game. Holy shit, you can see it in her glasses, chat. She's actually playing the game. Crazy. It's not a white screen. Holy shit, I thought it'd be a white screen, to be honest. Does she actually say the line, though? That's the question to ask.
I look away for 2 seconds, and I pull Yenfei. She's one of
Did she just say she looked away and she pulled for Yanfei? Hold up a second. Hold up a second. You were staring at the screen. What are you talking about?
I look away for 2 seconds, and I pull Yenfei. She's one of the new characters. Let's see if we can get the other 2. No, wow! Wow, she's really cute. And I'm trying to get some 5 stars.
11 pulls. Yeah, damn, man. She got a 5-star on her 12th pull, chat. That's crazy. Damn, how did you get 12 pulls, man? How did you get 12 pulls? That's okay, so this must be the ad. This is the ad.
We are getting way too lucky tonight. I thought we were gonna be here all night, but the RNG bussin'.
Oh man, dude. Oh, man, that's crazy. Man, dude. Anyways.
It's exciting and fun. Remember, SSSniperWolf's audience is literally younger than an embryo. So she is literally promoting a slot machine to fucking children. Okay, that is insane. She is promoting the slot machine. She's like, hey kids, it's exciting and fun. Hoyoverse also instructed SSSniperWolf to tout at a boosted rate to obtain a 5-star hero, Zhongli, featured on their event banner. So anyways, she releases this video. It features...
We just saw the video too. Oh my god! It says 12! Hey, she opened up 12! Oh my god, straight up, dude. I feel like we were watching the same video with this person. Whoever made this document literally watched the same fucking video that we just saw.
segment in which the influencer opens 12 loot boxes in a row, conveying enthusiasm and excitement as she's been instructed. And one
They do know you're supposed to get it in like one 10 pull, right? They do know that, right? Right? You're only supposed to get a character or like a weapon or so in every 10 pull, right? She did 12 pulls, okay? I'm just saying.
the featured 5-star hero. She remarked, "We're getting way too lucky tonight." Are you really? Are you getting way too lucky? Are you? In reality,
It took her a couple 10 pulls, though.
SSniperWolf's promotional video is misleadingly edited to depict a fake loot box prize win in a way that would have been impossible in a Genshin Impact game.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Man, dude. Man, that's crazy.
For instance, when a Genshin Impact player opens a loot box containing a 5-star prize, the game displays a golden shooting star animation, but in SSniperWolf's video, the supposed 5-star prize win was preceded by a purple shooting star animation. The video also depicted an uninterrupted succession of 12 loot box opening animations when the game allows no more than 10 loot boxes to be opened at a time. So I actually do want to see what they're alleging here, so I'm going to pull
Oh my god, what? They're gonna actually show, they're literally gonna show the video? Damn, we just fucking saw the video too.
SSniperWolf's video here. We're going to get Jamie to pull that clip up and just see what the fuck is going on.
We can get any of the new weapons.
Okay, so we flew the gem, so we've got blues, we've got the purple,
Yep.
and then of course, okay, so this is a straight up, she's got a bow, okay, she's got the thrilling trails, she's got the debate club, she's got magic guide.
I look away for.
Okay, she's got a 4-star.
She's one of the new characters. Let's see if we can get the other two.
Man, dude. Fuck, man, at least when I pull on gacha games, at least I make it look entertaining. Fuck, man, she looks more deader than I don't know. Fuck, man, I can't think of anything but shit, man. Yeah, man, she looks more deader than a Call of Duty lobby. Fuck, man.
And then it cuts.
No, wow! Wow, she's really cute. And I'm trying to get some 5 stars. I got Zhong Li!
Bro, we did not see the shooting stars lead to that. Ooh, I'm gonna have, dude, I'm actually like, ooh, that's a little sussy wussy there, SSniperWolf. Get out of here, bro. And this video is viewed like
Hey,
2
Popper.
million times, all right? Like since its upload, like this is exactly what like Hoyoverse is kind of being like hit at with this. It's crazy. Now, again, I feel like all of these things the FTC is bringing up, like it's interesting they actually brought up like an actual influencer's video and kind of pinned that on.
It's very interesting to kind of see that, to be honest. That's why us in the void, when we see this, we're kind of like, we would probably laugh at this, to be honest, in the actual fucking the court system over there, to be honest. Juggly was a 4-star confirmed. Oh my god.
Hoyoverse, because like at the end of the day, it's like usually when you make a YouTube ad, companies are going to be looking at your YouTube ad and basically approving every single bit of it.
Yeah.
Now, look, at the end of all this, I'm glad the FTC is finally looking at actual, like, you know, real cases of children being exposed to gambling. But
Yeah.
again, putting your
I still personally think it's a weak stance of what they're showing, to be honest. Was the light? It was a 4-star, bro. It was literally a purple pole, and then she randomly gets a 5-star. We saw the video 2 times. If you missed it both times, it sounds like a skill issue to me.
just Genshin Impact and not looking at the entirety of loot boxes is something that is just not enough for me. Like, at the end of the day, if you want to make changes to this, the government has to look at things like loot boxes in a serious manner. I mean,
yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's just like that's the only reason why I take this like such a weak stance for everything compared to like oh, you're just going after Genshin Impact. To be honest, I'm like, are we just gonna forget about like all of the other people that are just standing in the back, you know, like they're just kind of like sitting there, you know, and like EA. We're not gonna look at EA, you know. You know that they're part of American soil, you know. They're far worse than fucking Genshin Impact, in my personal opinion. At least you can get something in Genshin Impact, not like over there compared to EA. I don't know. That's why I personally think from us people from the Void, we literally, like, if they brought this shit to us in our realm, in our domain, we'd probably make fun of them and be like, yeah, go restart again and make your case actually worth it, to be honest. That's the only reason why we would probably make fun of this, like, no joke.
You know, even just looking at games like Counter-Strike Global Offensive or Counter-Strike 2 at this point with like its skin system and the amount of off-site gambling that occurs from there, I think the FTC really needs to look at stuff like this, but just keeping it strictly to games. When you have things like loot boxes, I'm glad they're doing this because they're really hitting at things like dark patterns. So misconstruing how much money you're actually spending, which again, is not done for no reason. It's not like they intentionally do this to make the game look cooler. It's literally designed in a way so that people who are playing the game don't realize how much money they're actually spending.
I do not know how much money you're spending. Are we like... Are you guys like dumb or something? Are people actually this dumb? There's no way, right? Like you're joking, right? Like you guys don't see this? Like do people not see this? The price tag underneath it? Does no human being see how much money you're spending? Do you guys not see this? You gotta be retarded or something if you don't know how much money you're spending on here. You assume Americans can read? That's quite bold. No, I can only hear my... You can't be serious, right? There's no way, right? Like, it shows, like, how much Genesis crystals you'll get. You get a bonus for your first-time purchase, and it shows you on your currency of how much you're spending on the Genesis crystals. Man, dude, Jesus Christ, people are pretty stupid if you can't read this. Jesus, like... You can't make this any simpler than it needs to be, but you know what? Fuck it, whatever, man. Shit, I guess so, man. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say about it, man. I'm just saying.
When it comes to loot boxes, literally it is no different than a slot machine, okay? Like at least in Vegas, you can cash out your earnings.
In a slot machine, you're playing for real money. And you're losing actual things. Like you're losing actual money comparing to a gacha system or like a loot box, right? The loot box is what it is, right? You're actually winning something. You're actually getting something every single like 10 pull, you know? You get a 4-star every single 10 pull. When you do one click on the actual gacha machine, right? You actually get something. But when you do it on a fucking slot machine in fucking Vegas, you do it one time, what the fuck do you get? Nothing. You get nothing in return. So you lose your fucking spin.
With things like Genshin Impact, you are just throwing money in for digital goods. And again, when these games are targeted towards children, yes, it's something that any government is going to be looking at and probably adding some bit more scrutiny to it. Now, do I think a $20 million fine is enough? Obviously not.
No, of course not. Of course fucking not. They have like billions of dollars. Of course this is like nothing. It's like literally charging someone who has like $5,000 $20, you know? It's like that's it, you know? They'll be fine. They're okay. I know someone that was on ISD, and the only time he got his account banned was for a mass spend on Final Fantasy stuff because the card he was charging was his family member and not his. Damn, that's crazy.
But I think this is a great pathway for people to start raising a dialogue. And at the end of it, I don't think Genshin Impact is the only player that should be looked at. I think it's definitely other people in the industry.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, he's right. Like it should be. I'm like. I feel like they're just attacking Genshin Impact is because they're Chinese. That's it. I wouldn't be surprised if the other Chinese-based gacha games are starting to get attacked as well, you know, because America, you know, that's why.
Games, Rockstar, Activision, tons of players, Ubisoft, tons of players.
Dude, I bet you they are not gonna go after EA. I'm gonna be honest with you. They probably won't. They probably will not, to be honest, because they're American. They're American. They're American company, and they ain't gonna get charged on anything. They're not stealing data from kids. But the Chinese are stealing the company. They know little Timmy's favorite color, what his favorite monster truck is, you know?
Need to have this shit needed. If it requires
I always think it's
government
funny.
intervention to keep gambling out of video games like this and completely predatory practices, then as much as I don't agree all the time with government overregulation, this might be the only regulation that I kind of understand. But yeah, Genshin Impact, bad day to be them. If you like what you saw, please like.
No, I think Genshin Impact will be fine. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. They'll be a-okay, to be honest. They'll just probably have to like just be like, don't collect their data, and then just kind of like be more what is it, be more open on their drop rates, and that's pretty much it. Yeah. You know. But yeah, overall, it's kind of weird that they're just going after Genshin Impact, in my personal opinion, compared to like, you know, compared to like going after other specific games in the industry. EA. Anyways, yeah. Yeah, they'll just make their money back anyways. You know, just showing the new drip market for the new character, and they'll be fine. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. Yeah. But yeah, overall, that's pretty much it. I don't know. To be honest, this specific document that was made or so, in the void, is just kind of laughably bad. I don't know. Maybe because us void people are a bit different, but like we kind of laugh at this, to be honest. This whole entire document. It's a pretty weak stance. I know what they're trying to do. I get it. I understand. But man, is it a pretty shitty stance, though. It's a pretty weak, shitty stance. I'll be honest with you. There are some pretty weak stances in this specific document from looking into it from Mudahar's video specifically. But I understand what they're trying to do. I get it. I understand, right? You know, protect the kids, 100%. I get it, right? But I'm like, at the end of the day, like, maybe because like I'm not from this planet, I'm not from this realm, I just don't understand of getting little Timmy's information on his favorite monster truck is gonna do anything for money wise. I just don't get it. We people from the void just don't understand what kind of information is that anything important to us. That literally tells us nothing about our enemies. That tells us nothing if they're gonna be a conspiracy with the enemies or an overthrow of the throne, you know? Like it just doesn't give us anything. That's why. For us specifically in the void, I don't give a fuck about fucking Timmy living in fucking Zimbabwe or something that his favorite monster truck color is blue, okay? That information doesn't help me. So that's the only thing. So, but yeah, overall that's pretty much it, you know. I don't get it. You know, I understand, you know, this is your guys' problem. This is your guys' realm, you know, American thing, you know. For me personally, I'm just like, this is kind of stupid in my personal opinion, you know. Why just go after Genshin Impact, you know? That's the one thing. It's like, why come after Genshin Impact? Is it because it's just a Chinese company? Is that the reason why? Yeah, you know, you just hating Chinese people? I get it, you know. I get it, you know, it is what it is. Hey man, it's just some other random shenanigans. But yeah, like I said, as someone from the void, they should just go after everybody, and also make your stance a lot more stronger too. Because Jesus Christ, I feel like this 37-page document can be made a lot more better in my personal opinion. In my personal opinion, which is kind of funny that they brought in SSSniperWolf in this entire conversation, to be honest. Crazy. But anyways, that's the end of the video. You guys can comment, like, subscribe, do all that fancy jazzy stuff. So a senator member lost their 50-50. You know what? That could probably be the reason why they're going after Genshin Impact. They probably lost their 50-50 on Malvika on the banner. They're like, fuck this shit. We're going after Genshin Impact. I need my money back, you know? That's the reason why. That's the fucking... Somebody lost their 50-50 over there, and they decided to make this document and attack Genshin Impact. But yeah. Anyways. Yeah, that's the end of the video. And, shit, man. I'd be curious if they're going to start attacking the other Chinese-based gacha games, you know, and not even target the American ones. But yeah, that's the end of the video. And, peace.